First game of the weekend. Broncos defeat the Bills 33-30 in overtime. We call Josh Allen Superman. And you know what stops Superman? Kryptonite. Josh Allen's kryptonite? Overtime. In his career, Josh Allen is 0-7 in overtime. It's his kryptonite. He can't get past it. A million storylines. Bo Nix injury. Sean McDermott fired. The catch, the interception. We can talk about that. But what did you see out of this game to start divisional round weekend?
I thought when you said kryptonite, I thought you were going to say turnovers and not overtime. Look, I will be the first to admit, I got this game right. I feel like I was on the wrong side of this game because the whole reason was I thought the Broncos were going to be able to run the ball on the Bills, and the Bills were not going to be able to run the ball back. I thought that the Lions had an advantage, and that just wasn't how this played out. The Bills were actually able to run the ball in this game, and the Broncos' run game basically had nothing. The Bills' run defense finally showed up, and it didn't matter because they turned the ball over 5 times. As you'll see as we talk through the games, the turnovers this week were a massive, massive theme. All of the winning teams winning the turnover battle, all of them forcing multiple turnovers, the quarterbacks and the losing teams all struggling with hanging on to the football. And that's really how the Broncos were able to win this game.
Yeah, like you just said, the turnover battles this weekend were huge. The winning team won the turnover battle in every single game. When you look at the rushing yards from this game, it's quite surprising, like you were saying. Like, you'd think the Broncos would be able to run on that Bills defense, but no, they only produced 70 yards. RJ Harvey, 6 carries, 20 yards. McLaughlin, 4 carries, 21 yards. Bo Nix ran a little bit as well. But the Bills, they ran all over that Broncos defense. They ran for 183 yards. James Cook on 24 carries had 117 yards. Other than his big fumble, he's had some fumble issues in his past, but he did run pretty well on that Broncos defense. The story of the game, Josh Allen and his turnovers. I mean, gosh, that turnover before halftime, just one of the ugliest fumbles I've ever seen. He's just running around with the ball like he's just carrying a loaf of bread. Gave the Broncos a free 3 points there going into halftime. Yeah, turnovers. I mean, explain to me some of these turnovers and what you saw.
Yeah, like you can argue, like obviously the catch interception ruling. I really did feel like it was an interception. You got to survive the ground in that situation, is my understanding. And as you're going to the ground, the ball comes out of your hand, stripped away by the defender. Like I did feel like that was probably an interception, but I understand the Bills' anger at the call there. But at the end of the day, you gotta value the football. You can't be put in harm's way, and this is something that Josh Allen, I do feel like, has, maybe more so earlier in his career, but he has definitely had issues with maybe trying to do too much at different times. And this Broncos defense is just opportunistic, and that's kind of how it's going to be. Like sometimes Superman wins you the game, and sometimes like you live and die by it. So it went the wrong way, and unfortunately it seems that there's going to be big changes coming to the Bills because of this. Whether it'll be good or bad remains to be seen. It appears that a lot of the players still loved Coach McDermott, but it clearly has not worked out for the Bills, and I think they are kind of feeling that they are missing a window right now. That especially with no Mahomes, no Lamar in this playoffs, like this was kind of their time to get through that AFC.
The catch, no catch interception. I want to talk about it for a second. I think it was an interception as well. I agree with you. People who are saying like the NFL rigged it for the Broncos. Well, first of all, like if they wanted to rig it, it would be for Buffalo. It wouldn't be for the Broncos. So I think they got the call right. As far as the Sean McDermott firing, I like Sean McDermott. I think he's a good coach. I totally 100% agree with this firing. I've been kind of harping on it the past few weeks. I thought his job was safe, to be honest, but every coach and quarterback who have won a Super Bowl together have done it within the first 5 years. They're on year 8. They haven't done it yet. I think they've kind of just stalled out. They need to go in a new direction. I really like this move. I don't know who they're going to bring in yet. We're going to talk about it later. But how do you feel about the firing? Do you think it's justified? Do you like the move?
I think it's somewhat fair. just because of the disappointment. Realistically, I think the bigger issue is the fact that they have failed to put more around Josh Allen in recent years. And in my opinion, more of it should have fallen on Brandon Beane at
Yep.
GM than Sean McDermott at head coach. I'm not surprised one had to go. I think I would have put the blame elsewhere, but
Yeah, so Brandon Beane, he gets promoted actually after this move.
yeah.
Wild. I think he's had like 59 draft picks and only 2 of them have been Pro Bowlers. So the draft picks haven't necessarily have worked out that well. That's definitely more on him than it is the coach. It'll be interesting to see who they bring in. Hopefully a good offensive mind. But yeah, tough week for the Bills, tough week for Bills Mafia. Josh Allen, only 30 years old, so we probably think he's got another 4 or 5 years in his prime. We'll see if he gets it done with a new coach. Next up, the Patriots will be going to the Broncos.